there. We're gonna go check out what the time slips say. We can find out here for a second. A couple of really good side-by-side passes. Derek Balkunis over on the right side and Jimmy DePass on the left. We're waiting on Dan to tell us what they ran.
79, Bob.
Last year, nice. Coming out swinging. Jimmy DePass going 77 in the left lane and a 79.
Okay, so that was a 277 on the left side for Jimmy DePass and it's 279 on the right side for Derek Balkunis. A couple nice passes for those guys. And we're ready for the rest of the weekend. Both of those guys usually run in the top alcohol class as well as Pro Mod Unlimited. So here we go, Pro 1, Test and 2 going on right now. Richard Fry over here with the 4-cylinder button. And Bob Cambridge is back here. Not sure exactly what's going on with Bob. There he gets started, so it looks like Richard's going to get the pass by himself. Looks like we got Keith Ahart coming out next here on the right side in the second air jag here. Donnie on the left side. I'm not sure if these guys are somebody else. So we're going to keep them here this Keith usually runs somewhere in the 350 range. That looks like probably a high 50, low 60 pass. As you can tell, the track is a little dry. They've been putting a lot of water on it during the week. On top, we got a little bit of a wind. On top, it's pretty dry. Down low, there actually is a pretty good base of water. So I think it'll get better as the weekend goes on. The track gets chewed up a little bit more. So here we go. Next there, it's going to be Bill Meany over here on the right side. His Leary Minor Motorsports Bill Meany. Small block Chevy Power. Up against Ron Moran, Wild American, Lone Alcoholic, Big Block Gangster. Ron's usually a 330 players, 220, somewhere in that range. Good running the Chevy Power Gangster. We got the crews up here on the return, they'll get ready to watch the races go down the track. weekend. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. Looks like we got a few people that are here watching. We're going to move over between the lanes later on and do some more live stuff. I'm going to try to do about 15 to 20 minutes at a time when we do the live stuff. Another couple good passes there for Bill Meany and Mike Williams Sr. Or I'm sorry, for Terry D'Annunzio and Mike Williams Sr. Terry went 387 earlier. Mike went 390 earlier. I'm not sure yet what the times are. I believe the scoreboards are in transit to here, so they'll be able to help a little bit more with the live stream once we go to that. We have the scoreboards here to read off of. So. Anyways, here comes the water truck, guys. These guys have some equipment here to take care of the track. You guys have never been to a West Coast race. This is pretty typical. They've got a big water truck with lots of water. They've got a giant tractor, a couple of them. Big tractor. This one's got a scraper deal to flatten it, and then they've got a big disc deal over here with this giant four-wheel drive duals. And they're going to clean the track up here. And real quick, we're going to walk over here and running. Dan the Man. This is our announcer, Dan the Man, right here. I don't know how good I'm doing with the camera here, but Dan's the announcer for the SCSDA. And Dan, you've done just about everything in sand drags. You've raced, you've crewed on top fuel cars, you've done just about everything. Now you're out here. You're loving this announcing gig, aren't you?
It's still fun. It's still fun, Tom. I had a blast working with Dennis and the Hammer Down crew, top alcohol and the top fuel car. And I help a lot of the sports guys. Charlie Johnson, I mention him all the time, very decorated racer. In the sportsman class, or not sportsman, but the Pro 1, Pro 2,
bracket 3. Stuff, yeah. Yep.
And I don't know, I have as much fun doing this as I did tuning on the cars and wrenching on the cars, and so I like talking to people, and I know a lot of them, and so it just makes it fun for me. As fun as it is for these guys to go down the track, I like to talk about them going down the track. So,
yeah, Dan's doing a stellar job here.
Thank you.
He knows everybody. You know, he explains what's going on, especially when the big cars go up. He knows what's happening. So it's good to have Dan behind the mic this weekend, and you know, it's just top notch.
It is.
A+.
The facility is cool. Having you come out here personally, that I'll tell you, that's real. Tell you, I'm glad, because we need it. The sport needs it, and to have not only you but the folks come from the places they come from, Arizona and all that out here. You know, 8-10 hour drive to come out here to Soboba, and I think it's one of the nicest facilities, and I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad everybody can come back.
Oh, yeah.
And enjoys it as much as I do.
Yeah, Soboba's way cool. If you've never been here before, this facility is like perfect for sand drags. The casino and the parking lot for the casino and everything is way up front in the property. This is way back in the back. There's a kind of a bank around the edge here, and this is all kind of like dirt. When they came back in here, it was just like shrubs on the ground. There was like
it's just part of the riverbed.
Just part of the riverbed.
Part of the riverbed.
And they came back in, cleared this back out, and it's just the perfect spot. They've got pits back here. You can kind of see back there all the motorhomes and whatnot. There's parking over there, and then there's parking also down at the end by the shutdown area. Tons of parking. There's endless shutdown. A few years ago, Billy Morris, when he was driving Todd Kinney's car, the brake lever broke off in his hand, and he still made the turnoff at the end. He went 235, something like that, and made the turnoff. So tons of shutdown, well laid out track, very wide lanes. Check this stuff out.
Thumbs up to SCSDA, folks. Let me tell you, I give these guys a thumbs up, because they've done all this in just about two months. Have put this whole thing back together with the help of Soboba Casino, of course, and Larry Miner. I keep mentioning it because those folks, if it weren't for those folks, we would not have a race this year.
Absolutely.
And
now
here.
Now look at, if you can see down here, guys, they've got some really nice barriers around the spectator area. It's really cool the way it's set up. There's all kinds of, yeah, I do need a better selfie setup. Yeah, I got to get a stick or something. Yeah, there's really cool spectator setup. There's a mound, raised mound, so you can bring your chairs and your easy ups and whatnot.
Tomorrow that will be packed.
And that will probably be packed tomorrow. Yeah, Dan's right on that one. That's for sure.
Saturday it's big out here. Soboba Casino. Well, I say Soboba. San Jacinto is one of the very, very first places of sand drags. I mean, it goes back to Larry Miner started back in the '60s. Herman Bowie, if you've ever heard of these folks, they started sand racing literally about 100 yards from us in the riverbed. That comes off of the mountains here, and I mean, this was in the dual tire days, of course, and they started. This is where it belongs. It's always been here. It's always been a sand racing town, and so the crowds, the spectators we get out here, and the racers we get out here, it's just phenomenal. You can't ask for a better place, and it started right here in Southern California. San Jacinto started sand racing.
Yeah, this is just way cool out here. This is actually the first place we came with NSDN. It was right here to Soboba when NSDA was running it. We came here. I came here for a race to watch in November of '06. NSDA invited me to come out, and I talked with those guys, and we came up with the idea afterwards to start NSDN. And I came out, and the rest is history. This is the 10th season for NSDN covering sand drag racing. So very cool. Hey, we're back with Pro 1. We got Kenny Hayes coming up. This guy, Williams right here. He made a hit in Kenny's Jeep a little while ago. 366 in his first pass in that car. Way cool. He's up against Steve Jackson in the Voodoo Heathen Drag. Steve, all the way from Farmington, New Mexico. Steve runs the Farmington, New Mexico, La Plata Valley Raceway track. Steve's here. Damon and Ricky Holliger. Also, I believe Bill Brown and Catherine Brown are both here. So a lot of the New Mexico crew is here. Lane coming up next. A couple good runs for both of them. We don't have, like I said earlier, we don't have scoreboards right now. This should be up later on, and I'm not going to go bother them in this hour. So. Okay, here comes a couple Northwest hitters. We got Chris Wells in the small black buggy up against Brady Mendenberg, taking their first trip down here in Miles to Big over to far lane. Really neat small black, no nitrous. We got some really, really wild tests on this thing. They went 309 up in Oregon with that bag. With no nitrous. Pretty wild time. They're shooting to run somewhere in that ballpark here that's they can handle Pro 1. Good looking pass for both. You want me to grab it?
27 and 381.
Here we go. Let me grab the other one.
Okay.
So let's look at this right here. Brady ran a 324 and Chris ran a 390. There you go. Open up the mention for Bud Cambridge, he has the top get started. Wow, nice looking hit for Bob Cambridge. That's probably his normal high 330, low 340 pass. And Bob actually told me earlier today that that car is going to go up for sale here pretty soon. So if you're in the market for a sand dragster, Bob's car, good bracket car, he's looking to sell it as a roller. Also, be sure to check out the classifieds on NSDN or all the stuff that we have available. I think they're going to clean the shack up, and I'm going to shut down the live deal for a few minutes here and regroup a little bit, and we'll be back later on with some more live stuff. So stay tuned, and be sure to hit the subscribe button, and it'll alert you every time we go live with